The birth of Fuxi. A long, long time ago, in the far northwest of ancient China, there was a peaceful land called the Kingdom of Huaxia. It was a beautiful place, trees swayed in the breeze, flowers bloomed all year, and the grass was as soft as clouds. Even better, there were no kings, no laws, and no one telling people what to do. Everyone lived however they liked, in perfect harmony with nature. People were fearless. If someone wanted to step into a river, they could without sinking. If they wanted to touch fire, they could without getting burned. They didn't know what danger was. They didn't know how to fight. Life was calm, simple, and magically, almost like the world of fairies. But peaceful days didn't last forever. One day, for reasons no one knew, a thunder god came down from the sky and landed near a giant river at the edge of Huaxiao. The moment he arrived, the river changed. The god gave it a new name, Thunder River. At its source, there was a giant lake, which he called Thunder Lake. That's where he liked to rest. From then on, the river was no longer gentle. The thunder god had a quick temper, and when he was upset, the river roared and raged. Huge waves crashed like wild beasts, smashing through trees and homes. The wind howled. The skies darkened. The earth shook. Sometimes, the thunder god's voice boomed so loudly, it made the whole kingdom tremble. Whenever the river went wild, people would whisper, "The thunder god is angry again." No one dared to cross the river. No one dared to go near the lake. They could only stay far away and worry. By the river lived an old couple and their only daughter, a lovely girl named Fuxi Maiden. She had a face like a blooming flower, eyes as bright as the moon, and hair that flowed like a waterfall. Every traveler who saw her couldn't help but turn around for another look. Before Thunder River appeared, Fuxi Maiden loved to sing. Her songs were soft and sweet, floating gently above the water. But ever since the thunder god came, she dared not sing anymore. The people grew more afraid every day. "How long will this last?" they asked. "Will the thunder god keep us scared forever?" Fuxi Maiden couldn't bear to see her people suffer. One day, she made a brave choice. "I will go to Thunder Lake and speak with the thunder god." At sunrise, she said goodbye to her parents and began her journey. She followed the river, eating wild berries when she was hungry and drinking river water when she was thirsty. She walked through wind and rain, through mud and stone, until she finally reached a lake so wide it seemed to stretch forever. Mist floated over the water. The lake was deep and dark, too deep to see the bottom. She had reached Thunder Lake. She saw that the lake water was as calm as a mirror, as blue as the sky, and carried a soft, warm feeling. She stepped closer. As soon as she raised her foot, the soft mud by the lake began to glow, and a huge glowing footprint appeared. It was a footprint of the thunder god, glowing with golden light. Fuxi Maiden looked down at the footprint and felt a strange force gently pulling her foot into it. Before she could react, her whole body floated up like a feather, then softly came back down again. The footprint disappeared. Nothing could be seen anymore. After Fuxi Maiden returned home, she was surprised to find out that she was pregnant. People said that the child she carried was the son of the thunder god. It wasn't until 12 whole years had passed that she finally had a baby boy. She named him Fuxi. Fuxi didn't look like other children. He had a human head and a long, snaky-like body. But just like his mother, he was kind, wise, and brave. From the moment he was born, he had a special power.